So before we get into this video, if you guys want to check out my link tree down below, all my social medias, check out my film journey. It would mean the world to me. You can also check out my short films on YouTube. You can log them all on Letterboxd. You can also buy them on Gumroad and pay what you want. And also follow our Rocky Wake page, Facebook, Instagram. Seriously, so excited to share with you guys more about that. Okay, so I heard some pretty interesting things about this film. I actually had a friend, more like an acquaintance, that had a chance to do an advanced screening. I did not hear good things about it. I have not heard great things about this movie. Now, Gareth Edwards is a director that I enjoy. I enjoyed his last film, The Creator. I thought it was good. I thought it was great, actually. I really enjoyed The Creator. So when I found out that he was directing Jurassic World Rebirth, I kind of got a little bit excited because, you always hear of the story, right? Which I'm not saying that he's an underdog, but you always hear you bring the underdog in and then they end up making the big bombastic thing, and to bring somebody that loves the franchise, like some new blood to it, you can't help but get a little bit excited. Now, I know with me saying that, it almost seems like I wasn't a fan of the film, but that's not the case whatsoever. But I do have opinions about it, and I do think that if I was to make this video and just say, oh yeah, it's great, film, I would be lying, and I don't want to do that. And if I can be positive with the critiques, I definitely will, because that's kind of the person that I am. Now, Jurassic World Rebirth, it stars Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, and it has Rupert Friend in it, which for some reason I always think of Orlando Bloom, and I have no idea why. I think that that's just a very unhealthy comparison. But it's also written by David Koepp, which, if you're not familiar with who David Koepp is, he works with Steven Soderbergh a lot, and he's a fantastic screenwriter. He's a fantastic screenwriter. And I probably said his name wrong, so oops, I'm sorry. But Zora Bennett leads a team of skilled operatives to the most dangerous place on Earth, an island research facility for the original Jurassic Park. Their mission is to secure genetic material from the dinosaurs whose DNA can provide life-saving benefits for mankind. As a top-secret expedition becomes more and more risky, they soon make a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. Yeah, so it is connected to, of course, the other Jurassic Park films, Jurassic World, but I do want to talk about that because I do think that that's something that's very important to sort of clarify about the connection to those, because this can work as a reboot. So what I'll do is I'll kind of just like tell you guys my honest opinions, but also sort of tell you what the film's actually doing. What the film actually is doing is it's doing a really good job of taking the original Jurassic Park sort of atmosphere and kind of bring it to a new generation. Jurassic World, to me, which I still enjoy Jurassic World, like I actually enjoy the 5th Jurassic Park film or the 2nd Jurassic World film. I actually seriously enjoyed that one for some reason, but the other two I was like iffy with. The atmosphere wasn't there, and it felt very, in a weird way, it didn't even feel a part of our time. Like, it didn't feel a part of the zeitgeist that it was a part of. Like, it just kind of felt like this strange kind of rebirth of Jurassic Park, if that makes sense. I will say this about Jurassic World Rebirth. It's the first time that I have watched a quote-unquote Jurassic Park film and felt this way about it. Like, when it comes to, the dinosaurs and then the atmosphere, the locations, it done a really good job. I really did appreciate it a lot. Also, the cinematography is awesome. When it would switch, there's something about the camera being still for a specific period of time, only for at a certain moment, like during your set piece, you kind of have like a handheld moment. And they do that a few times in this, and it's just something that really does stick out to me personally. I love stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm just a nerd, but I really like it a lot. And the performances are not that bad at all. And Gareth Edwards' direction is not, it's not bad either. You can say that, he directed the film, but, he didn't write the script. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to Jurassic World Rebirth, I enjoyed it. I liked it better than the last one, and it's not my least favorite one. I still don't necessarily hate any of the Jurassic Park films, but I was not as pleased with it as I wanted to be, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoyed what it was trying to do. I enjoyed what it was trying to say. And, the whole looking for, a cure, a DNA can provide, life-saving benefits to mankind. I get that. That is something that I do feel like is going to be universal and timeless until everything gets cured. So I have no issue with that. I know some people have issues with stuff like that, depending on, like, how you portray it in films. But for me, I kind of get it. It's sort of like it really is kind of the cherry on top to whatever story you're telling, because it is just something that's so universal, you know. But my issue that I'm having is, and it's an issue that I really don't want to have, but when it comes to the Jurassic Park movies and the Jurassic World movies, I am at the point now to where they do all feel sort of the same to me. Like, I know they do different things in terms of the narrative, but they feel the same. And when it comes to films that are presenting dinosaurs, like if I'm going to watch a Jurassic Park film, I'm probably just going to watch the original one. Like if I'm ever going to revisit any of these, I'm probably just going to, revisit the original one. I mean, that's the one that I've revisited the most. I mean, I do like 3, don't get me wrong, but like I just really feel like the first Jurassic Park film, I mean, it is that film, and nothing is going to top it. It'd be a very rare circumstance where something did top that original Jurassic Park film, of course. And I feel like I hope it doesn't get to the point to where you see a lot of these IPs where, they end up just taking a story and they end up slapping the franchise name on it, which they don't really do it in this one. But I say that very loosely because, yes, it does have ties to the original Jurassic Park series, Jurassic World, but at the same time, it's not as strong as you might think it is. And I do feel like for Jurassic Park, unless you sort of have these strong ties to the franchise already, I mean, you're really just watching another dinosaur movie with the Jurassic Park name on it. And again, we're not at that part yet, but I am very, very nervous for it to get to that part, if that makes sense. I really don't want it to get to that part at all. I mean, I'm excited. There is a game coming out, and it's basically, I think it's like a sequel to the original Jurassic Park, and you're playing somebody that's kind of stuck in the park itself. That actually really does appeal to me because I don't know, there's just something very I don't know, it genuinely feels like the legacy of Jurassic Park. But this, while it does, it doesn't. And I kind of just like, like I don't have, a sixth sense when it comes to these things, but I do feel like I've seen enough films. I feel like people have seen enough films where you can almost sort of see the direction that they could go with it. Does that make sense? And again, that's just my own personal nitpick, and I really don't want to sit here and lie about it, because one thing that I do try to do is I try to be positive with, everything that I say about films that I watch, because I get it, filmmaking is a very hard thing, very, very time-consuming thing, but I do think in this instance where it's not just really a singular vision, we are talking about a well-established IP, I do think it is kind of worth bringing up because this film's not doing well with audiences or critics. And what happens if the next one does the same thing? Because at that point, we're getting a new trilogy. The first trilogy, like the first film did great. The second film, people like it. The third film, it's got a cult following. People do enjoy it, but they definitely don't enjoy it as much as the other ones. And then you got Jurassic World, which seemed like people really liked the first one. And then the second one was, I personally liked it. And then the last one, I don't think many people like that one. And then you have this, and it starts off like this. And I don't want to see it go down a specific route. I enjoy watching dinosaurs. I enjoy the whole prehistoric thing. Like, I mean, I would love to see a Turok film. I would love to see a Dino Crisis film. There's a new film that's coming out called like Primal War or something. That's really cool. But for Jurassic Park, I am looking for something very specific. This film kind of didn't do it for me. And I feel like the next film that they do decide to do in this franchise, they're going to have to go a little bit stronger with the whole Jurassic Park kind of legacy thing, at least I think personally, because I feel like if you just end up making a completely different dinosaur film that has, nothing, and I know I'm saying dinosaur, I don't know if there's any other way people want me to put it. I mean, it is a film with dinosaurs in it. I feel like if it ends up straying away from what its subject matter is and its source material, then at that point you're just watching a dinosaur film with the Jurassic Park name on it. I mean, that's just really what it is, and I don't want it to get to that point. But with the negatives aside, like those are my only negatives, I actually did enjoy it for what it was. I probably liked it more than other people just because, I don't know, I'm that dude. I also saw it in 3D, which was not a good idea because I do not do good with 3D films. The runtime, I've heard some people say it's long, it drags. For me, personally, that stuff doesn't bother me. I was entertained for the most part. Again, the character dynamics were really good. So you know, like, it's not like a complete break it for me with this one. So I'm excited to see what they do next. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. Take it easy. See you next time.